Are you still there, Tamara? Braden? Am I saying his name right? Is it Braden? Or is it meant to be Brendan? You're deflated. Oh, Brandon. Okay. So as always, I'm just writing your name down and their name. And what's their connection to you? Is this a friend? Is this the motorbike guy? Because already I'm seeing the guy showing me the leather jacket. Friend. Okay. Alright. Black leather jacket. Before I could even ask. It was like waving into my face. Do you have questions for him today, Tamara? Did he have darker hair as well? The jacket, yeah. You just need to hear from him. Okay. Did he used to call you babe? Because it was what I hear. I'll tell you what I hear is what it was like. I wish I could be there to help you, babe. There's this deep respect for each other that you guys have. And yes to babe. Okay. Like a deep respect and deep understanding. Does that make sense? Of each other. Like you saw him and he saw you. And often you guys didn't have to connect with words. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it feels like he's acknowledging that he sees you first and foremost, and that he wish he could be here to offer more support. Support in the physical. I need to be clear with that. Support in the physical, because he's always there around you. Was his helmet red? That's why I need him when I'm struggling. Yeah, no words needed. Yep. Red stripes. Okay, yeah. Because he's holding, and today I've never seen him. He's holding his helmet by his side today. Normally it's just the jacket. I don't get the other details with him. It's like he's holding it in his left hand as he's talking. Oh, you had a red one, okay. But that red one that he's showing was not the one that he had the accident in, is it? Yeah. Would you guys joke sometimes when you were, you know, when you needed each other and he turned it into a joke. The reason I asked, because he's bringing it through like, you need to pull your big girl socks on. You know, you need to pull them up. So would he try to make a funny out of a situation where it was heavy? Yeah. It's funny, like, because he's like strapping on his boots and he's like got his hands on his hips and he's the way he's standing, you need to pull them up. No matter how heavy, yeah. Because humor breaks things up. Humor makes things lighter. If we're able to find a moment where we can laugh. Have I brought through that he stands behind your son? Like he's around your son? I think that's how the message came up last time, didn't it? Because it's like he's standing there behind your son with both his hands on his shoulders. And it's like, I'm here. So this is why you needed to know ahead of time. He says we. He says we can get through this. So he's not, you know, again, acknowledgement that you're not doing it on your own. There's support on the other side. He says you're still going to feel like this in the next month. This first month for you is going to be heavy and emotional, tricky. Live with him too. Which son? I'm assuming the one that just got diagnosed. With the type 1. Hey Janet. I think it's Janet from memory. Janelle. Maybe Janelle. He mentioned the other one in communication. Okay. Oh, he's got his hands behind him. Makes sense. Okay, cool. Okay, I don't know if this is an inside joke for you, but what's with the red Ferrari? Because that's all I heard. Red Ferrari, no other information. And again, it might not make sense right now, and that's okay. Just write it down. Your son, eldest with diabetes, makes sense. Is that to do with the red Ferrari? Oh, has a red Celica sports car. Oh, is that what he calls it? Does he call it his Ferrari? Is that what the joke is? Yeah, okay. I love that. And is that the same son that's been diagnosed, or is this a different son? Sometimes they don't show me like the direct, you know, who's who. So it's like I have to map it out to make sure that I'm on the right track as well. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. That's funny. It's almost like you needed that extra validation, so he brought through the red Ferrari. Again, with the humour. Have you been, Tamara, have you been sitting in your car trying to separate yourself to debrief with your own emotions? Because he's shown me sitting with you in the car. I don't see any other kids in the car with you. I don't see anybody else in the car with you. Just you, taking a moment to yourself. Is your son going to be okay mentally? Is that your question? Okay, you cry in your car. So Brandon sits with you in the car when you're crying. So that's why he's bringing that through. You're not alone there when you're in those moments. You have support there. So is your son going to be okay mentally? I get yes, but you have to be really careful that you're not projecting your emotions onto your son, and that's where the fine line is. Does that make sense? Yeah. The reason he showed me in your car was because I asked him, like, can you show me ways that you've been supporting Tamara in this moment as well? And that's what he showed me. Was you sitting behind the wheel and just taking a moment for yourself. Are you walking around lost at the moment as well, Tamara? It's like I'm wandering from one room and going back, and then almost getting overwhelmed with things that I have to do, and then still walking around with this feeling of lost. Like I don't know if I should be sitting, standing, doing something, you know, or not doing anything at all. Like, am I doing enough? Is your kitchen space almost like open plan? Not so much like I'm looking at the living room, but it feels like I'm standing. This is when I say I'm standing, Brandon's showing me through his perspective where he is standing. He's standing in the kitchen and he's watching you go from room to room and sort of is doing circles and then heading back the other way. There's a doorway that he shows me outside of the lounge area. It goes out to your left. So he shows me you walking through this like doorway or archway or hallway or something off to the left from the kitchen. So where he looks from the kitchen. So he's watching you. Okay. So he stands there in the kitchen and he tells me that you don't know that he's there, because you're on the move. So he just stands and watches. Do you still have a card or something of his? I don't know if this is a birthday card, a Christmas card. It's kind of got that texture to it. I don't know if you wrote something that is helpful for you in times where you're struggling. Okay. So again, I would put it off. Keep it in the back of your mind in case something does show up or you remember something. It's like he wrote, you have an affirmation book. No, I can't take that because it's showing me like a card. Like I'm opening up a card, not a book. Again, don't overthink it because it'll fall into place when it needs to. It's almost like he wrote a little extra on the card this time. Whereas normally if he ever signed off a card, he'd be short and sweet. Does that make sense? Short and sweet and to the point. None of that, you know, lovey-dovey, heartfelt stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. Because on one hand, he makes me feel like he can express his emotions, and on the other hand, he held back from showing those deeper endearments. Does that make sense? And he keeps mentioning this card to me as if, like, if you open up this card, it just triggers something inside of your heart because there's more than what he would normally write, and it's the perfect thing that you need to hear right now. How you doing? Are you okay? I can feel the tears there rolling down. Yeah, I can feel it. So he shows me, do you keep fruit juice in the house? He's showing like, not poppers, he's showing like bigger bottles of fruit juice. And if you don't keep them in, the message is like to keep some of those just in the cupboard. You know, 1 or 2 bottles on standby for when, but you keep them in the house already. Because they're going to come in handy when your son has low blood sugar. He's also showing, again, I don't know how old your son is, so I don't know what I'm referencing when I'm talking about your son or who I'm referencing. I don't have a clear picture of him. Because the way that he brings him through is he's a younger child, under the age of 7, if that makes sense. He's 18. Okay, your sister said tonight, yeah, keep them on standby. You've got this, I think there's a situation that comes up where you're handing him a cup of orange juice or fruit juice, but we'll just say fruit juice, whatever it is, it's fruit juice. But part of you is like, you're almost in panic mode and you want to bring that sugar levels up very quickly, and you don't think half a glass is going to do it. All you need is half a glass. While they're playing around with medications and doing things like that, it's only half a glass. They show me like a tumbler. He shows me like a tumbler about this size that sort of fans out a little bit. And like half of that is enough. He's reiterating half of that is enough, because what you're going to do is you're going to go, holy shit, that's not going to be enough. He's not coming through fast enough, or he's not responding fast enough. And you're going to want to be inclined to give him more. Don't give him more, just give him the time to come around. Do you have stairs in your house? Or does your son have stairs? I'm being shown timber stairs. They're darker timber, like at the bottom of the staircase. The post that's down at the bottom of the staircase is almost like a square, got a square head on it. Dad's house, okay. Does your son go over there often? Because there's a moment that they show, Brandon's showing me, there's a moment there where he comes down the stairs and he's standing at the bottom of the stairs and he's holding onto that post. And he's looking a little bit weird, a little bit vague. I have a feeling that you're there at the same time though. And I don't know if this is the same situation where you're giving him or handing him a glass of juice. So just make sure if he's at Dad's house, make sure there's a spare bottle of juice in the cupboard there or something. It doesn't always have to be in the fridge as long as it's on hand. Oh, that's where he lives. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. He keeps saying, we've got this, babe. Pull up your socks, we'll be right. Hey, Lauren, I'm good. Oh, you're going there tomorrow, Tamara, good. I feel like your son is going to test it a little bit. And what I mean by that is like push the diagnoses and not, and you have to kind of allow him to go through that, because what they're showing is like part of him sees and understands the diagnoses, but at the same time he wants to challenge it, because there's a part of him that doesn't believe that that is actually what's happening for him at the moment. I don't know if this is making sense as I'm saying this. So he might be challenging it by eating the foods that he shouldn't be, or, you know, going out and clubbing and drinking and doing the things, and then coming home and feeling worse for wear afterwards. It's almost like this destructive type, but it's like challenging. Okay, he isn't taking it seriously, but he thinks he is. Okay, so that makes sense then. What I'm saying makes sense. So that process for him, it's going to be, it feels like it's going to be short-lived, so you don't have to worry about that. But again, just being supportive during that time and just understanding that that's his process of how he's, you know, grieving and going through all the emotions of what is his reality for him. Does that make sense? There's not going to be any car accidents. I don't know if you wanted to, if you had that on your mind, but Brenda's making me say that there isn't going to be any car accidents, so you don't have to worry about that. There isn't going to be any, he's always going to be safe. Like it's going to be silly things like being at home and learning the lessons, but nothing too dramatic, like nothing out of his comfort zone or nothing that's going to sit him on his ass for long or in a crazy way. Where's the anxiety coming from, Tamara? Is that coming from you? Do you have anxiety surrounding all of this? Yeah. Brandon keeps saying you can't be there to fix everything. It's in your nature to jump in and just want to take it away and want to heal because it's your baby. That's still your baby. You can't fix everything. There's almost this, give him the space to do what he needs to do as well, so that he can learn the tools that he needs to be able to live with that as part of his life for now. So as much as you want to jump in, okay. Brenda's making it, he's pushing that message across and making sure that you're not hovering, because it's going to, sorry, I'm just trying to relay this properly. it's almost like it's going to interfere with your son's learning process, or it's going to cause friction between you and your son, because even though you're trying to do the right thing, your son is, or not is, but will be buckling under the pressure of learning to live with this as it is. So again, it's really important that you give him the space, is what Brandon's saying. He's going to be safe, yeah, but again, you have to allow him the space, which means that you have to be okay with that within yourself, which is always tricky with that next step. Just keep saying, babe, babe. Like he's cutting you off. He's like, I know it's shit. I know it's hard. But babe, you've got this. He's got this. We've got this. Yeah. It's hard, but I get it. Yeah. And it's hard. But it's, I think because while your son is trying to sort that process out for himself, I feel like, and you know what's been shown to me too, is he's going to snap a little bit more. And the more you want to try and step in and help him, the more angry and resentful he's going to be, because he's like, he's still struggling. He's still going through that grief process, right? It's like a grief process that he needs to navigate it for sure. So it's all going to take time for everybody to come to terms with that and work with that and all of those things. What other messages does he have for you? He's bringing a funny through. I'm like, really? You want me to say that? I'm like, is it appropriate right now? Because he's basically saying like, and I'm nodding my head in agreement, because he's like, you need to spend time focusing on you. And as I look up at my wall, there's like a little love heart there. So you may find like these little love heart shaped things around, you know, your eye may catch on something and you might see, you know, little love heart, then, you know, notes of love just to you, showing that support. But what I was going to say, and Brandon was saying, that you need to take that time out to just focus on you and bring your energy down and calm your inner self and things like that. But he's still, this is a bit, was funny but not funny. He's like, but I'm still going to be sitting with you in the car when you're in the car having a cry. He's cheeky, isn't he? You might notice too, what he's showing me is if you're wiping your eyes with a tissue or a serviette or whatever, and it's scrunched up and it's sitting beside you, you may notice that it moves a little bit too. It's not the wind, it's not you moving the air around you, it's him moving the tissue to get your attention, if that makes sense. He's so cheeky. I know, because, and it was funny because when I said appropriate, I was like, oh, okay, so you do non-appropriate stuff, because appropriate was not the word choice that I was going to use, but it came out that way. So that makes sense to me, Tamara. So this is a paid reading, B. Let's see if there's anything. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask him, Tamara? He's so chatty. He's chatty, but I feel him backing off too. So if there's anything you wanted to ask him, now would be the time. And I'll just see if there's anything there that he wants to say. Do you have issues with your washing machine at the moment? So random, I know. Or I'm being shown like laundry liquid. Do you need to buy more laundry liquid? I don't know what it is that he's showing me. Or what message he's bringing across with that. Oh, it's running now. Gotcha. Is that why you go to bed late? Because you're doing all the laundry? He's like, it's not going to hurt if you leave it till the morning. Do you need to move closer to your son? I don't feel you do, but let's ask. Let's ask anyway. Yes, you never leave it. I don't feel you do. I don't feel like you do, but over here Brendan's saying, but you're stubborn. You're stubborn. You're going to do something to make it so that you're in his life. Does that make sense? Like sometimes you can't be told no. And that's understandable. That's okay too. But I think for you, you're going to find it a little bit more difficult to be able to allow your son space to do what he needs to do. You want him to move with you, yeah. That might be a possibility. Stubborn 100%. He's telling all your secrets tonight. Chill. Did he always used to tell you to chill? He just says chill. Stubborn and overbearing, and that was the not the behavior, but that's the thing that was highlighting before about what needed to be avoided. Does that make sense? That helicopter or that hovering, like, let me help you, I really want to help, but then it becoming too much and then causing some friction there until your son gets a handle on what he's doing and how his body. Oh, your middle son says chill. Gotcha. Did he say it like that? Because I feel like that was a little you know, copying that only you would understand. Exactly like that. You knew straight away. I love that for you. Is he going to be okay? Your son? Yes, it's going to be okay. He's going to be okay, but he needs, those are the things that are going to happen, right? So he's going to try and push the limits a little bit and see where he stands until he accepts. Oh, the middle one? Hang on, which one are you talking about? Are we talking about Red Ferrari? Or are we talking about, the middle one says chill like that, does he? Chill, just chill. What's the joke? Let me in on the joke. The middle one says, yeah, no, he only brought that through because that's what he was like. He was bringing it through for when you were asking about your other son before, about struggling, or do you need to move closer, or, you know, because again, the mum in you wants to do. You want action. You want to be able to help. And that's when he was like saying the chill. Oh, sing-songy type voice. No, so pushing the boundaries is going to be, you know, I'm not doubting that your middle son pushes boundaries. It's their birthright, right? But, I mean, for the one that just got diagnosed, until he understands in his mind that, you know, this is his life now and he has to change a few things about himself, he's going to want to challenge that diagnosis. The birthright. So that's what I was saying. There's going to be no car accidents. I'm not being shown anything outrageous and silly. But it's still for you to be aware that these things are going to happen, because I think so you're not sort of blindsided by it and you don't get freaked out. I think that's more about what that message is for you. So it's like those things are going to happen regardless, whether you are there or not, or whether, you know, he comes to live with you or not. Those things will happen regardless. Yeah. But that's all I have for you, Tamara. When I say that, I'm just listening if there's anything else. I don't know if this makes sense for right now. He's like, the trash can wait. Do you have a full bin that you want to take out tonight? He's like, it can wait. He's like, you need to go to bed. Hey, Cal. But that was his last message. Thank you so much, Cal. So many boxes from you. He's like, it can wait. This is my normal time. Usually this is my normal time, Cal. Especially for like the weekend. Usually like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's kind of normal. But I was sick all last week, so I wasn't on at all. Not much. I think I went on once. You missed the bin man this morning. Oh, okay. So he's having another ha-ha funny at you. So look, if that doesn't say I'm around you, and these are the reasons, you know, why I'm around you, I don't know what is. Oh, you had a big nap? I wish we had a big nap. It was the day for a big nap here today because we had rain. Yes, school holidays. Keep an eye out too tomorrow for those little random things that look like love hearts.